a maniacal spirit of the darkness. It began thousands upon thousands of years ago. An old universe was tied together by four forces. One of them was light. The light goddess guarded a precious relic in her temple which contained all of the colors of the rainbow. One day a cloaked stranger appeared, and broke the orb to attempt to give himself color. Spirits of the colors began spewing out. The light goddess chased the stranger away. The god of darkness prowled the dark plains of the universe, but he was hoping he could have more in his life. Suddenly, a red blob fell from the sky. It was the red light from the orb. The god of darkness would then give most of his power to this red energy, and it would create a child. He dubbed the child Void. Hundreds of years later, the gods of the universe met up and decided to mask their existence with false gods. Originally, Void was supposed to be one, but the god of kindness denied it, and asked the dark god to kill his child. After all the other gods left, the god of darkness then decided to not kill his child, and instead banish him to another realm from which he could not escape. Thousands of years later, a new world formed. This world was dubbed Calamity. A large hulking creature with the power to create objects then decided to experiment with his powers, but it caused a space anomaly, and then reality became so distorted that the Void came into the Calamity world. The world that the Void was put in seemed very empty, so the Void decided he could try to mold the world upon his own image. Void would then experiment with the strange world he found himself in. He tried being the villain. He tried to help people in exchange for dark power. But eventually, he would align himself with the forces of good, solidified by his merging with some of the terrifying beasts of the Calamity world. His father would then come back to him when the world was in danger. He absorbed all of the Void's energy and left his lifeless essence to decay. However, he failed his mission, and then later on, Void would return. The problem with his returnal, though, was the fact that he lost too much dark energy and was essentially a ticking time bomb. One of the greatest scientists in the universe would then come, and then patch up Void with one of his old creations to create a giant mech known as Andromeda. This would not last long, however, and eventually Void was tossed out of Andromeda. Void tried to protect the world as it was ending, but it was too late, and he was struck down and killed. However, Void is incredibly durable and revived himself. He then noticed that the universe wasn't long to live, and then he fled to the great unknowns.